I'm Terry Hudson from Chicago. I think I worked with you, not last year, year before. Okay, very good. Well, welcome back. I enjoyed your show. I'm looking forward to sharing some notes that we have. I am one of the critique judges. That means I did not score you this morning. I'll be scoring finals for the top 6 groups tonight. So what I've done is you probably want to know what the scoring judges said. I've taken the liberty to get notes from them to share with you immediately. Okay, and then we're going to spread out and we're going to work on a couple of things as much as we can in a short period of time. Okay? All right, the vocal judge says he made a choreography. Is the choreographer here?
No.
Okay, he made a choreography comment about some of the blocks, maybe some slight changes in the 8 counts. So is that how you learn it? 8 counts. 1, 2, 3. You can see it. See it. So maybe we can make some slight modifications. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Throw something different in there. 7, 8. Switch it so it's not the exact same each time. The first 4 and the last 4 should switch up. That's something that we can experiment with at a later date or at home. You can give that note to your choreographer. Okay. Phrases. Easy ends of phrases. Okay. The vocal phrases. He says this was the first group of the day that he noticed even an attempt at dynamic contrast. So kudos to you. He would still like more. As I tell my students, I says every phrase must do what? Live or die, right? And sometimes you have this sostenuto feel where it's just evenly sustained. Okay, so you're going to identify those phrases on your own time. Because how many of them is you? 60? About 50, 60? Okay, so in your own time, go through your music and look at the phrases. Okay, what does this mean? What does that mean? And if anything's not working, I'm sure we'll see it and we'll address those things. Okay? All right, dynamic contrast. And then we need authentic diction. What did you say? What's the phrase for the last song? Something, a nice day for a white wedding?
Nice day to.
A nice day to?
Yes.
Start again.
Nice day for a white wedding.
That's what I was going for. A nice day, he said, this is what he heard. A nice day for a white wedding. Okay, so it's like plosive diction, like some issues there. So he wants it authentic throughout. So we're going to have it all the way through the phrases or not at all. I mean, okay, so these are called easy points, right? You know that, you're good. Jesse, he judged choreography. His only note was on the closer. The rock style, we need more visual contrast. And this is, you'll see why, because I saw this, right? And then it went, or something like that, right? I saw that like a lot of times. I mean, I didn't see him, but you know that you do there? All right, so we need to change it so we have more visual contrast. And in rock style choreography, blades are okay, but we need some fists as well. But the other thing, as a choreographer, when I'm looking at that, I'm going, well, what is the concept that's coming across there? And I missed the very first part of the show where you came out. You said you came out in the very beginning. Okay, you two came out in the very beginning of the show, so that set the tone for the show. What's the concept of the show? Someone tell me? Okay, well,
love.
Forget use the breakup.
okay, so you got married, and then you broke up?
Meet, break up, fall in love. Yeah. Like love checks to meet up.
Break up, fall in love. And what were you wearing in the beginning? Were you wearing the exact same thing? Okay. All right. Okay, and then at the end you ended up married? Okay, I think that could be staged bigger at the end because I didn't get it. I saw you when it was over, like with the flowers, and I thought, whoa, what's going on here? Okay. All right, so make sure that the blocking of that, we can look at that here in a minute, is clear to the audience. So we're not asking questions because I don't know your show, and I don't want to have to come ask you what it is. It just needs to be. Okay. Let's see. In Billy Idol, he feels that we need more excitement in the closer of the show. He says for him it didn't finish as a choreography judge. The spacing was okay generally, and there's some just general cleaning that you need to do. And you were there, you performed the show, you know what you did right and what you did not do right. John Neubauer, the middle costume change, he judged overall show, so when we're talking the whole total concept, he didn't mention anything about not understanding the concept, so that's a good thing. He would eliminate the middle costume change because it doesn't really add to the show. There is like a ballet instrumental. That thing, I saw it, I liked it, I enjoyed it, but he said he would eliminate that also. But I'm assuming that's there for some sort of costume change.
Yeah, and a band feature.
And a band feature, right. So, but this is just one person's suggestion as well. And the ballad, he also feels that maybe we can pick, how many songs are in that ballad? Yeah, it feels rushed because you're doing so many snippets of so many songs. We're like, oh, that's my soul. That's not my song. Oh, that's my soul. That's not my song. You get it? So each song, it doesn't give us an opportunity to really, sit into the music. So maybe look at that and maybe pick 2 or 3 of the songs in there so it's more connected to the audience. Or you can change it, But I get the concept. I think you can accomplish the same thing with fewer songs in that. So I saw a lot of nice stage pictures and things of that nature in there. All right, the instrumental judge, the trumpets, you are part of the visual performance. So when you come out, where are you, band? All right here. Those 4 that come out also, you're part of the visual performance. Whether you're up on that platform or out back, make sure you get those horns up, okay? Maybe even consider some choreography for the 4 at the top riser when they come out. Or something more visual, because right now they did not look happy to be here today. They came out and they left. Okay? All right? So, long drive, all that. Okay? But we need to make sure that it is dynamic. We will discuss that again in a second. Good transitions in the band, he says. He appreciated that. Be sure not to anticipate the forte sections. So, dance breaks and things of that nature, because you're doing a great job of staying under. Is this all the band? All this?
Yeah.
This is true also? Okay. Be sure that you're not covering the vocals, like right at the ends of phrases, because you're getting excited. You're like, oh, we can play now, right? Okay, but keep it down and then just bring it, okay? So be sure not to anticipate those things. In the My Girl number, the bass, we need to crank that baby up. Boom. Do-da-do-da. We need that. Crank it up. Whoever's responsible for sound on that, crank it up, okay? And then when the singers come in, then you can pull it down and they can sit under that, okay? Right? Where are you? Did you also have a solo? You were guitar. You were lead, but the bass is what's important.
Keyboard bass. Yes.
Keyboard bass?
Keyboard bass.
Crank that keyboard up, okay? Right? Okay? And what were you doing? A solo on lead?
I was playing the bass part on the guitar.
Oh, that's fine. So you can. And that's fine. You don't, essentially, you don't even have to, it doesn't have to be hooked up to anything. Just crank up your thing and you just, wow. Don't do no hands though, because people will know.
It's good. He's got no hands. Right,
So
that
nice
bicycle.
dynamics, don't anticipate that. All right, let's go back here with the show. All right, I apologize because I did miss the very first 2 minutes of the Love Shack number. Because I was up here, because I get carried away. But what I did see of it, I thought was well. Nobody had any comments or anything about it. I thought it was nice spacing, nice choreographic ideas, so on and so forth. Then we get to our CeeLo mix, right? Okay. The guy comes out with the car. There's a soloist, and he's singing, driving around town with my girl, what is it? Driving around. The girl I love, there was no girl.
We talked about that.
Okay.
We can't fit her in the car.
Well, she needs to be walking next to that car. Get her an extension or something. Okay? Because everyone's, these are all easy points. Everyone's going to go, okay, with the girl, but he by himself. You all right? All right. Solo, make sure we support the sound. Men, make sure the sound gets to the mask of the face. Tempo coordination, we had some issues there with the coordination, rhythmic coordination between the singer-dancers as an ensemble and the pit, okay? Some of the, I like to work on things, but I have so little time today that I'm trying to give you all the information. I know you're good enough to implement them. Anything you want me to specifically work on that I say, let me know. Okay, tempo, let's see. Breath support and embouchure in the brass. Okay, you're waking up right there. You say, okay, we're getting ready to do this. Okay, but you got to be supported from the beginning to the end. Okay, Choreography. Okay, all right, the rest of this is stuff I gotta do. So let's go to the CeeLo piece. You do a big O thing right here. Do that, right? Go to there, please, quickly.
Do you want Burlington or no? Keyboard?
Sure.
Hey, get him on the tempo. Garrett, get him on tempo.
So if I have any sticks, I put my sticks in there.